Hello again, everyone. This is Randy, your sewing machine man, and tonight is the night we look at the Jones sewing machine. It's been a big day today. Fixed a lot of good Kenmores and a lot of good Berninas, and they're ones you've seen before, and I couldn't make a video with any of those. But look, this one is a nice one to make a video because it's kind of unique. I've only seen maybe a half dozen of these in 50 years. Most of them are in treadle stands. This is the first one I've seen in the Jones Family CS series. The Family CS is Cylinder Shuttle, Family CS. And this little guy was made, it says here, Guide Bridge Factory, Manchester, England. And that means it had to get on a ship and go tooting across the Atlantic to get over here back in the day. Probably late 20s, early 30s. The company started up in 1860, I believe it was. Singer was 1851, so they were right in behind them 9 years later. And they ran for about 100 years. They made a bunch of machines, and they ended up being sold to the Brother Company. Brother International Corporation bought them out in 1968. And I think they're still making machines in that factory, is what I heard, over there in England, in Manchester. So it's got a real rich history. The coolest thing about this one is that it sews like brand new. I had to polish the hook and do some work on the tension. Had a couple things that were sprung and out of sync, but nothing serious. And the thing makes a stitch that is absolutely perfect. And it's got the hand crank over here on the side, so if the power goes out, you just grab this guy and get caught up on your sewing. With all these new fandangled LED lights, you can set one behind it and plug it in, and it'll work just fine. But the condition of this thing, oh my gosh, look at the decals on it. All the colors are there. This is the nicest one I have ever seen, and that's not even a stretch. I've never seen one this pretty. Usually they get beat and banged around. It's been around forever, Pete's sakes. And someone's kept it in good shape. It came with this real nice cover. The customer got it at an estate sale, and it came with this real nice. Let's see if I can slide this down over without a calamity. Look at the wood on this thing. Are you kidding me? Talk about nice wood. It's got a beautiful handle on it. It's got the key locks. I mean, it's just a machine that someone absolutely took perfect care of. It was never in the moisture. It was always in a climate controlled situation. And that's what has to happen for, what, 150 years to have it come out looking like it just came off the assembly line. Just perfect. I was real proud to work on this one. It's a beauty. But this is the long shuttle, cylinder shuttle, and it is the 1926 with a number on there, maybe 1920 earlier. But that's the Jones Family CS from Guide Bridge Factory, Manchester, England. It's a beauty. Thanks.